It's always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot, woot. Hi, everyone. This is Julie from Patchworks, and we are coming at you live Thursday, September 29th, 2022. And we are trying something a little crazy. Our setup that we've been using at the store for the past few weeks decided not to work today. So I have Tammy still at the computer to be able to answer all of your questions and comments. And Frank is behind making sure that things are going all right. We are currently working off the mic off of the camera phone, which is right there. So let me know that you can hear us and that you can see us. So we do have, just so that everybody in the room is aware, we do have the microphone is right on the phone. Perfect. All right. So today I'm super excited. We have some great stuff that we're going to be talking about, and we are going to be giving a nod to our Aurifil collection that we had. And then also I have some fun other projects that I want to share with you. So for those of you who are watching, I do have a prize for you tonight that we'll be drawing at the end. Tammy's going to be taking names and we'll do a live drawing. We have something super, super exciting. So Teresa from Sew Together Tuesday left us a cool sticker that says Sew Together Tuesday. And we have a bonus prize from Shannon that's Making the World a Softer Place bag with 5 amazing sweet strips. So these are 10-inch strips that are with a fabric that you can use for all sorts of different fun projects. And one of you lucky viewers is going to be winning this tonight. So make sure to like, comment, and share for your chance to enter to win. All right, so last week we shared our Aurifil Color Builders because it was our 4th week, right? And we're sharing that golden trumpet with you. We put together a really fun fabric pack here. And in that fabric pack, that really cool yellow batik is an 1895 ombre from Hoffman. So it goes from dark to light, which is super cool because that way you really can position those petals and get some really good coloring and shading to make that happen. So yeah, bring on over. So if you hear some creaking behind, that's just some setup of some things happening to be able to, so we can show some stuff. So there are actually, I think, a couple bags back there. And I just want to share with you. So Jackie, who's been sharing a lot of her samples with us, she put some of these together. So let's take a peek and see how her progress is going. So if you didn't know, all of these different pieces that we have been playing with are going together in a sampler. Tammy, can you see this?
I
oh,
can.
It's upside down. I need to turn it right side up.
You can come a little closer.
So Frank's holding it for us, and you can see
Frank,
here.
lower it.
You can lower it a little bit, Frank.
There you go.
There we go. So you can see this is just one of her versions that she's making, which is super, super awesome. And she has pieced those blocks together, and she has pinned some of the blocks just to kind of show some of the things. So we still have 3 more months, October, November, December, 3 more, I can count, beautiful flowers that we're going to be making. So you have the option to sew them all together like this, because a few of you have asked, what are we doing with all these beautiful blocks? So at the end, we're going to share with you how you can set them, or if you wanted to, you could make individual wall hangings or pillows with them. That would really be pretty as well. But I love this particular version. I'm just going to go around and I'm going to grab a few of the other versions of this golden trumpet that Jackie has shared with us. And while I do that, I am going to share with you some fun facts about the golden trumpet. So the golden trumpet is common landscape ornamental in tropical locations. It's native to northern South America. It can grow up to 15 feet tall, but it's usually pruned to grow as a shrub. And it has large, fragrant yellow blossoms that bloom best in high humidity climates. So I guess we don't have golden trumpets here. Does anyone have them in their garden? If you do, let us know. So Frank's going to hold that there while I run and get those other blocks for you. So Tammy, do we have any questions?
I do not. I do not have any questions.
Okay. All right. So I believe we will be sharing.
I do have pictures from that other person.
Okay. So what we're, oh, here are my, nope. Okay. So what I would like to share with you is, I'm just a little out of sorts here. So I'm going to have Tammy share with you a few of Colleen's. Is it Colleen?
Colleen, yeah.
She has some Aurifil show and tell to share with us. So I'm going to hop over and see what Tammy is going to be sharing with everyone. So we have the January frangipani. That is so gorgeous. I love that stitching that's on there.
This February.
And then, oh, it's February.
This is January.
That is January. Okay.
What is February?
What is February? February is the stinking corpse. Oh, that one's so pretty. I love those dots. Aren't they great? We have the walking palm for March. And those fine ferns are beautiful. For April, we have the golden shrimp. Oh, look at that. And then for May, we have the Amazon water lily. Really cool. Nice detail on those veins. For June, we have the passion flower. Oh, that one is just one of my favorite flowers of this whole series. July, we have the bird of paradise. So elegant. For August, we have the jade vine. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. Gorgeous. And we also have the September golden trumpet. Look, this is the Aurifil picture. It's so super pretty.
And then I also have, so this is the thread.
And that's the thread. So we have those three beautiful spools of that gorgeous thread. So that is our nod to our Aurifil Club. Oh, they are right here. I am going to show you a few. It just magically appeared right in front of me. You know, so it's hiding in plain sight. Don't you love that when that happens? Hiding in plain sight. So I have some more golden trumpet to share with you. So for those of you that are watching for the first time, Jackie likes to make them on a few different backgrounds. And so we have this one here with the Zen Chic spotted. That's that cool dots. Here, this one is with grunge. And you can just see how you can pick from the different areas of that yellow fabric in order to get some really cool shading. Here is another one, and the difference with this one here is a difference of placement. And you know, the other thing too is that you can change how you want your leaves and such to be. You can make it however you wish. And then always the stunning black background. Love, love, love it. So thank you to our 2 club members for sharing with us your beautiful work. And I encourage all of you to join our Facebook group, which is Patchworks Party. And please share your show and tell so that we can inspire others. And if you have a club project, I would love to be able to feature it in our featured programming. All right. So now what I would like to share with you is, well, what we were doing this week, right? So some of you had seen that we had a really fun program with some national celebrities here in the shop. So on Tuesday, we were the featured shop for Sew Together Tuesday, featuring Teresa and Hawk from Shannon Fabrics. And the video that and demonstration featured this really cool quilt as you go quilt. So Frank, can you be my folder? See, it's my evil plan to get Frank to be in the videos. Don't you think that's a good plan? I think that's a good plan. Maybe we should like have a drinking game that whenever we have Frank sighting, like we take a shot. I think that'd be fun. All right. So so Tammy has a link for the YouTube video that's posted direct to the Shannon YouTube channel. And even if you aren't interested in making this particular project, I really, really, really think you need to watch it. And the reason why, so she shows you how to use a combination of cotton with cuddle. Okay, so flat cotton with cuddle, how to mix those, how to use and apply 505 in a very small, in a small sewing space. She shows you the super cool trick using parchment paper so that you don't spray it everywhere. I hadn't seen that before. She also shows you how to do this super cool finish of your single fold binding. And she uses the really cool trick of where you use the width of the binding to measure your fold over to sew and finish. So you have that perfect mitered binding finish. Lots and lots and lots of really, really, really good snippets. So it's a 90-minute program. It does focus on a smaller version of this, but there are a ton of really, really great things in there. So I highly encourage you to watch that. Plus, she also talks about a national giveaway that Shannon Fabrics is doing with a bunch of other vendors in the industry for National Sewing Month. There are 3 $3,000 prizes, and you have one more day to enter because it's for the month of September. So I think, you know, if you enter on the 29th or 30th, your chances are going to be greater, right? They just have to be. So get in before the wire so you can win one of those amazing prizes. So if you love, love, love what you've seen here, we do have some kits to make it just as Teresa made it. It uses that pre-printed batting from June Taylor, the Quilt As You Go, square and a square. Now the pattern here has a finish size of 40 by 50 because there is a 5-inch strip on the top and the bottom. So in our kits, you have enough of the backing sparkle here. Look at that sparkle. Isn't it really cool? We have it available in a few different colors, but I just love that fancy sparkle. So you have enough of that for your top and bottom if you wanted to add that. And then let's flip it back over again. For this centerpiece here, I named this kit Witchy Poo, but in the fabric that's available, there are several different options. So you can have a mummy or a Frankenstein or anything like that. The fabric that it was paired with was Kim Schaefer's
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus by Andover Fabric. So that is this year's Kim Schaefer Halloween line. And I think it is super cute and it goes really, really well. So Teresa had paired this fabric with Kim's line and I couldn't be happier. And what she didn't even realize was that she just had like the Wisconsin trifecta of Patchworks, Kim Schaefer, and June Taylor. So it's super fun and super exciting. We have kits available of this on the front of our website. They are $89.99 and they include everything to make it either a 40 by 40 size or 40 by 50 size. We also have 4 different variations of different cute little groupings that are available as kits as well. And if you had wanted to make this project but wanted a different focus cuddle print, just let us know and we'd be more than happy to help hook you up with your own custom quilt. Do we have any questions, Tammy?
I don't have any questions.
All right. And I do want to have a special shout out to June Taylor because, Frank, can you grab one of those for me? So they were it was super exciting because June Taylor wanted to get in on the fun. So all of our event attendees received an extra little prize of a Quilt As You Go log cabin Quilt As You Go mat so that they could try the Quilt As You Go pre-printed batting. And you know, I have an extra one here. So I think we should have 2 prizes tonight. What do you think? So make sure you're liking, commenting, or sharing so that you can win one of these really fun prizes. And thank you to our friends at June Taylor for being so awesome and playing along with us. And we really appreciate your support. Speaking of Kim Schaefer and Hocus Pocus, we have some other projects that Heidi's been working on. So they're works in progress, but you know what? I think I know someone that I can like show you what's going on. All right, I'll be right back. Gonna wheel in some fun stuff to show you. So Hocus Pocus. So do you like facing this way so that we can I can run around and be crazy? I don't know. So we'll work on the camera setting and audio so that we can be a little bit more less grainy and you can hear us better. So Hocus Pocus fabric line, we have all the fabrics in stock and there is a free and downloadable pattern that Heidi has done her magic with. So we love Heidi as a pattern tester because she has, in the process of making this, has provided some notes to that. So you can stop in to get Heidi's notes or you could buy a kit. Okay, so let's look at what the projects are. So do we have a kit? We do have a kit here. So I'll show you the projects first and then I'll show you the kit.
Are the June Taylor going to be for sale in the near
The
future?
log cabin things.
Oh, yes. So wait, what's the question?
Are those mug mats going to be for sale? That's from June Taylor.
Are we out of stock on them right now? We probably are. We can get more.
Okay.
So yes, it is a product and they are available in a 3-pack. And that would be an excellent product to have for a fun Christmas project. So we do have an order that we need to be placing with them. So actually, you know what, since we're talking about stuff, if there are other June Taylor items that you're looking for that you'd like us to add to our order, I'd be more than happy to add them to there, like we've been doing with some of our other vendor orders. So when we're ordering direct, let us know so that we can add it too. So we'll make sure that we can get those mug mats for order on there. And Tammy will be taking your name if you want her to contact you. All right. So who wants to see some Hocus Pocus fun stuff? So there are 2 different kit offerings for this. We made it up with the green hat instead of the orange hat. And there are 2 projects. You could make a pillow or small table topper and then a wall hanging or larger table topper. So the large project is here. So you take the square, so Frank's going to hold it. Okay. So you're going to take, the panel is a hat and then the boots, okay? You can either just take both of those and like turn it into a really simple pillow or a really simple bag, or you can take one half and frame it out. So here we have the stripe as a nice inner border and then fun squares as your outer border with then a final tiny outer border. Of course, you could make it bigger. King size quilt, I think, would be appropriate. And those are 5.5-inch squares. So this is not a charm pack. It's cut 5.5 to finish 5. The other project, which we're going to finish as a table topper, not a pillow. This one here would finish as a 23-inch pillow. So that'd be a pretty big pillow, don't you think? And so it's just the panel square with a little border on it. Okay, so because you always want to see what's on the back, we took one of Kim's previous Halloween lines to back it so we could save all the current fabric for you. And we have the panel available in both variations. I'm just going to quick hop back and get the kit. So this is the Hocus Pocus Quilt and Pillow Kit. This one is,
It's on the tag should say, like sticker tag.
it is the black quilt kit. And we also have the
Purple quilt kit, right? There's a black one and a purple one.
There's a black one and a purple one. So this one matches. And there is another quilt kit as well. So this would include all the fabric that you need for the front and binding for the quilt and pillow. It requires 3 yards of backing for both projects. And it is value price. Oh my goodness. Huh. It's $49.99. Like you told, I didn't even know that. That's a really great price. You also could just get it with all of the fabric and the panel to be able to choose your own adventure. The purple pack, you can see, goes a little more purple. Can you see that, or is that too?
No, you can see that. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. And then this is the gray or the black. Same pattern, and Heidi's going to include her maker notes in there so that you know all the tips and tricks to make it just like Heidi. All right, so that is, oh, and I have something else. Oh, that was the thing I just showed you. I'm just going to keep showing you all the things. All right. They're laughing at me over there. Because we're all about the Kim Schaefer today, I just thought I would show you 2 other samples that we have. You've seen the things are looking up, and we have more kits. More kits. This is the quilt kit for the blue version of the Things Are Looking Up. So you might remember that Kim did a pattern with this super cute little snowman a few years ago to make the teeny tiny little wall hangings. And this is a fabric that represents that pattern. So we have the blue kit as well as the red kit. Super, super cute. I love, love, love this plaid or this gingham plaid border. Tammy's laughing over there, so I think I'm going to have to ask her what this is about.
Eileen just said she's laughing with you, not at you.
Oh, she's laughing with me, not at me. That's fabulous.
I mean, not me.
Tammy's clarifying, though. She's laughing at me. I don't know. All right. So this is super fun, and Angie quilted it with a super cool snowflake pattern. Then when we were talking about this, I don't know that I've shown this one to you before. This one is really, really fun. This is it spaced out?
Yes.
All right. So I love this one. This is, so Frank has that kit for me here. So spaced out is a much more ample quilt here. It is 55, it's the right way. It's 55 by 75. It requires 3.5 yards of backing. It is $99.99, and it has all of these amazing fabrics in it, as well as the pattern and the panel, of course. So you panel all these fabrics, the outer border, and the binding. Love, love, love this. I think this is another 5.5 or 6-inch square cut. I don't know off the top of my head, but it is a free and downloadable pattern from the Andover website, and it is super cute. And can you see the sun smiling, Tammy? Not so much.
Lift it up a little bit.
Lift it up a little bit.
There you go.
So the little sun smiling. Isn't that cute? He's so cute. So I just love Kim's illustrations with her smiles. It just makes me happy, and I can see Kim smiling when she's talking about her fabric, and it just makes me happy. So that is the spaced out, and we do have those available, and that would be super quick to whip up to give as a gift this holiday season. So $99.99, and it's all about the Kim.
I added that link too.
Any other questions, Tammy, so far?
I do not.
All right. So the other things I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a couple of the other things that we have behind, and then I'll open it up to any questions that we have. So, oh, we have to show this. Oh my goodness. Now I remember. Frank, can you help me push? All right. So. All right. Can you get me the Noel blocks that are right back there? Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit more about Halloween. And if you haven't seen them, because I've had customers come in and say, oh, I haven't seen those. When did you get these mugs? So I have to show you, because we just keep restocking and restocking and restocking them. So this is a Gnome Mug. It is $8.99. These aren't on our website, are we? Because we... Okay, so they may or may not be available on the website. Just call us, let us know. And the purple striped gnome here has a purple interior, $8.99. We have the green stripe with the green interior. And then we have the purple dot with the purple interior. Okay, super fun. $8.99 each. You need all three. I'm certain of it.
Linda Eisenzimmer just said the mugs are fantastic. I have all of them.
So
I'm showing that on screen.
Okay, fabulous, Linda. Thank you so much for having all three. I think you probably need a collection of 6 so that you can have, you know, a whole tablescape set with a Halloween gnome mugs. Get them while you can, because, you know, you want to just have the most amazing Halloween tablescape of all times.
If they're not on the website, I'll get them on the website tomorrow.
So they're not on the website. Just type, let us know, stop in, give us a call. Messaging us works really well. So we've been doing, Tammy's been doing a really amazing job at getting all sorts of random things that weren't on the website on. So we're super excited about that. But there's still a few things that aren't on there. So we'll keep adding. We'll keep adding all the items. Also, we have a new section of the website called Halloween Fabrics that showcases all of the amazing pre-cuts and yardage that we have available in the shop. On social media, I had made a little reel. Ooh, I'm like trying to be all on trend, where I like took a little video and set it to music of some rearranging that we did last weekend, where we put all of our really, really pretty Halloween fabric. I'm like in heaven over there, where we put all of our beautiful fabric together so that you could shop them in one easy place. Our Ghastlies and our Ruby Star Society with our spooky darlings, and, you know, all sorts of really amazing things. So just shop there for being able to pick up all those amazing things. One other Halloween item that I just want to point out before we talk about the next thing that we're going to talk about is this really cool Hoffman panel. So these are those panels like what we have as the banner in front of the store. And so this is the Celebrate the Seasons October. The piece of fabric measures 63 by 43. It is $26.99. And what it has is it has fabric for your front and back, or front and borders, and then you add some other fabric or whatever. But I want to show you so that you have time to put it together because it is super, super cute, okay? So we have this panel here, and then this is your coordinating fabric, okay? So you can cut it off and use it as a back. You can cut it to use it for borders. You can cut it and use it to piece something bigger. I know that there's a few patterns that are out there that use these panels as quilt centers. So however you'd like, but I think it's a really cool idea that you potentially would have all of that fabric in one if you have someone special in your life or for yourself where you like to make banners for your door to be festive in the place that you live. So we have a few of those in stock. If you needed us to set one aside for you, please let us know. Now, for one of our kind of switching gears, we're going to talk just a little bit about our Hoffman palette of the season. Did I tell you we were talking about this, Tammy?
I knew it.
Okay, good. Sometimes I like to surprise Tammy, but today she knew. So this is a free and downloadable pattern from the Hoffman website, or it is included when you buy the Jolly Noel kit. We have a full color pattern included for you. And it's printed on a really nice paper that was sent from Hoffman. So that's really, really nice. And it's fully color. It's really nice. This quilt finishes 60 by 75. And it is a row by row quilt. Okay, so what do I mean by that? That means that for a row, you're making several of the same unit or several of the same kind of unit. And one of the things that I had talked about a few weeks ago is I thought this would be fun to run kind of in a series to share with you different components so that you could build something and put something together, even if you only wanted to make part of it, or wanted to make a block as a pillow. Maybe you wanted a tree decoration, and maybe you wanted a Noel table runner. You know, that could be fun. So this particular kit is done with the Hoffman 1895s, and those are those watercolor prints, or not prints, watercolor hand dyed that are made from Hoffman. So oftentimes in the store we call it a batik, but it's technically not a batik because a batik has a wax resist stamp on it, right? That then has different patterns on there. So the 1895 hand dyes are made with the same dyeing that a batik would be done with, but it doesn't have that wax resist on it. So sometimes when you're washing it or ironing it after the fact, you might notice that they tend to release a little bit extra color. And I just wanted to share that with you. Down, up. I wanted to share with you that if you are going to be working with these fully saturated colors, that you may want to pre-wash these just because you want to make sure that they release all of the excess dye, because they're washed less than the batiks that start with the hand dyes and then have the wax resist and then are washed more to release the wax, if that makes sense. So we have a question.
Is the background white or off whites?
The background is, let me read you the actual color. It is called Oyster. It is color 1895, color 265. So it's not a crisp white. And if you had wanted to, you totally could replace it with either a white on white snowflake. You could do a solid white. You could do a grunge. Oftentimes your batiks or hand dyes are not crisp white. So the reason is that the way that these are made, they're made outside, right? And so it's really, really hard to have those clear colors, okay? So either the really light tints or something that's crisp or just off-white. So the off-white is a background that is completely appropriate to the theme of the fabric made by Hoffman. However, if you preferred to have a more solid background and you wanted a kit as well, I'm sure we'd be able to hook it up because I think, as I'm looking back,
There's a couple, only 2 more.
yeah, so I think we have a couple, but they don't even have background, I think. I could be wrong. So they're checking it out, but I think we'd be able to figure something out for you if you wanted some crisp white. Okay, so that would be interesting. So what I would like to talk about is the Noel. So the Noel has, I'm going to show you the different letters, and you have the N with a little pattern or present
I think actually.
in the N. And then we have the O, and the O has a bow with an ornament hanging in it. And these are all really, really simple. So you just have connector corners on these. So little strip piecing and connector corners. So apparently we don't have 8 billion kits. The last 2, because you guys were super excited the last time I talked about it. So let us know if you want one of these because these are really cool. Even if you wanted to make the pattern with your own fabric or with prints, a different Christmas collection, it's a really fun quilt. So it's free and downloadable from the Hoffman Fabric website. The E is just pretty standard. And then the L. The lovely L that has a present and then surrounded by a frame. Super cool. So that's just a little nod to that. I will show you in more detail the tree block next time I see you. And what I think would be super fun is to finish that off as a little tabletop or that Noel. So it is a 10-inch block because it's 60 by 75. So you'd be able to have a 40 by 10. And then you could put top and bottom borders on it in order to finish it out as a table runner. Okay, that I think would be kind of fun. Alternate way of doing it if you weren't looking for a big Noel quilt. Any questions on that outside of the background color?
No more questions.
No more questions on that. All right. I feel like I'm being super speedy tonight.
Nothing.
She's talking about me. So we have just a couple other things that we are going to show you. How does that sound?
Your bucket of notions.
My bucket of notions. So my bucket of notions, I kind of skipped around here. So my bucket of notions that I want to share with you, I have a new grouping on our website. I'm like so super excited about my website.
Question real quick.
Oh, question.
Check that. How much is the quilt kit?
The quilt kit, the Jolly Noel quilt kit, is value priced at $149.99. She's laughing again. So on the front page of our website, and I can't quite show you the front page of our website tonight, but that's okay. After the show, you can hop on over. And right now it's set up so that it has our Sew Together Tuesday product kits on there. And then if you scroll down a little bit, you see I've set up other things that go with Sew Together Tuesday. So I'm just really excited about the fun technology things that I'm playing with. And so we have a few different collections down there. We have the Shannon Cuddle, which is all of the cuddle that we have. So from prints and textures and the kits that we have. And then we also have a section that is our June Taylor Quilt As You Go battings for those of you that were interested in the Quilt As You Go battings, including the brand new log cabin batting that I set aside somewhere.
Right
He's
below you.
pointing to me.
The log cabin's right there with that bag.
Put it back in the bag.
No, the big one. The big kit. The big one. The new one.
This one?
No, that's not new. The new batting. It's in the box over there. New one. I'm just dancing for you. Okay, then we also have right next to that a collection for the Hocus Pocus fabric by Kim Schaefer, because that was used in the Sew Together Tuesday. Nope. The one that says the log cabin, that's not a log cabin, that's a square and a square. And then we have the Sew Together Tuesday, which is Teresa's. Yes, I can catch. Okay, he didn't want to have you have to drink again. So this is the brand new Cozy Cabin lap quilt, which is super cool. It is a new Quilt As You Go batting that finishes 40 by 40. And you just sew your 5.5-inch strips all the way around it, which is really, really cool, really nice, really simple. So this had been available before as a poly Quilt As You Go. However, I've been on them for a while to have it be one of these really cool 80-20 cotton blends. And they did release it as an 80-20 cotton blend. So I'm super excited about that because I know I prefer my Quilt As You Go battings to be the 80-20 blend. So in the section there of the Sew Together Tuesday favorite notions, I just have to point out because we got in a few new things that you might want to see. We did get in the By Annie's stiletto and pressing tool. Dun, dun, dun. And it really has all sorts of really amazing things. You have this side to it, you have that side to it. Oh my goodness. Really, really cool. We hadn't had it for a long time. I think we had it a few years ago, but it's back in stock and hanging on the wall. So that is there for you. We also got in this seam ripper and buttonhole cutter by Sullivan's. And so this has that really, really, really sharp scalpel. But the cool thing about this one is it has a replaceable blade. And a lot of the other ones are just disposable. So it's really nice that it's replaceable. And then there's a flat blade in there that can also double as a buttonhole cutter for you. So that's really cool.
Can you pause for a second?
I can pause.
What can you use the stiletto for? Kathy would like to know.
Oh goodness. So the stiletto is an extra really tiny finger for you. Okay. So one of the things that you want to do is, that you can do with it, and I don't have one open right now with anything to demo for you, but you can guide and hold your seams or piece of fabric as you lead it up to your sewing machine, to your needle. So you don't want to go up to and through your needle, but it pokes and holds everything as it goes up through there. So, of course, we never want to use our finger or hurt our finger. And so sometimes our fingers are too big, right? So it also can help you for holding something if you're pressing it, okay? Because you have your wooden handle here. And so you're holding it down so that the tip of your iron isn't going to burn your finger. Because I know, you know, you've never done that, I'm sure, because I've never done that. The other thing that it can be really helpful with is that you have, if you're ever trying to maneuver something very, very fussy or a curve or something, and you just need to mat it down, but you can't have it pinned as you're working with that, it's just really nice. And it's a sand ground point for added traction. It's German high carbon steel. And how
much is it?
And it is $19.95. Contour for easy grip. Flat sides prevent rolling. It's quality beechwood handle. It's lightweight. It's smooth, long lasting. And then this bottom edge is at its angled end for pressing and folding. So you can use this as a pressing tool on the back. And you can even use this like if you're like making, if you're folding paper and things like that, and you need to get that crease. If you don't have one of the boning tools, you can just use that on the back side too. So that's what that is. Then, because it jumped out of the basket, we have the Olfa Precision Snap-Off Knife. So this is a craft knife, and if you are going to be, you can use this for precision cutting out your Cuddle Luxe. You could use it for a variety of other things, but what's really cool is that if you flip over and mark your Cuddle Luxe, if you're cutting it on the back side, you can cut it without any cuddle fuzz. Oh, that's really cool. We have the point-to-point turner from Clover, and this has many different ways, and you can even use this for folding as well. It's plastic, but like if you're turning something right side out and you want something that you aren't going to be poking through, because technically you could use this to turn, but your stiletto would point through and jab something, and you wouldn't want to rip your fabric. So this blunt end will help turn and not poke holes. And the reason why Teresa likes this one is that it is a nice weight, it is a nice size, and with all the different edges, you can take advantage of doing other things. And it's one of those gadgets that like you never knew you needed, but once you have it, you're like, I can't believe I lived without it. So it is $9.29, great price, great value. Stretch needles. So this is the 9014s, and this is what you would use when you are sewing through Cuddle because it's stretch fabric. It's not cotton, right? So our Microtech sharps are what we use for piecing our cotton every single day. When we're using a different kind of fabric, we need to use a different kind of needle, right? So this particular stretch needle is great. Speaking of needles and thread, we need thread to sew with. So it is recommended to use a polyester thread when you use Cuddle. And you know me, we're always cotton, 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 cotton. Well, we love the cotton thread, and that does not change. However, with working with the Cuddle and the stretch and the this and the this and the this, it is recommended that you use a polyester thread. So we have the white and the black of the Metler Metrazine thread, but we also have a full rainbow selection of bottom line thread that's available in that grouping as well to be able to look at. Black thread. Teresa's favorite needles, thread, pins. And when you're working with Cuddle, you want to make sure you have nice, strong pins. So these flower head boxed pins are super great, strong, stronger and thicker than what you may need for your pinning for your cotton pieces. I know that I have some glass head pins that I like to use when I'm piecing cotton, but if you are pinning your Cuddle together, you want to make sure that your stuff isn't bending and that it stays nice and stable, because the worst thing is when you are pinning something and it bends, you know, then that distorts everything, and then it's frustrating, and then you have to take stuff out. And when you take stuff out, well, then you curse. And then when you curse, sometimes you just get really mad and, you know, you do bad things. So we want you to have success in what you're working on and also have fun. So that's where having different pins for different projects can come in super, super helpful. And then we have the OD 505 temporary spray adhesive, which is a really great temporary spray adhesive. And all spray adhesives are not created the same. So make sure if you are using one that it definitely is a temporary adhesive, because something like, I don't know, something you'd get from Home Depot, which technically isn't a spray adhesive, it's like designed to, you know, if it's by 3M and it's designed to hold your foam together and never, ever, ever come apart, that's not something that you necessarily want to have just on your quilt, and because it's not temporary. So those are her favorite notions, and as she adds to them, we will add to our collection. And Tammy has a question for me.
Well, first I wanted to say that Teresa is watching.
Hi, Teresa.
And she said that the stiletto is her favorite tool.
And it is in the #1 position on the favorite notions because I kind of thought it was.
It is her favorite. And then Fran is wondering, do you carry a product to apply to the back of your rulers so that they don't slip?
We do, and that is called Invisigrip. And there probably are a bunch of different products. The reason why I like Invisigrip, and Frank is grabbing one for me, is that it is a roll of removable cling. It comes 12 inches by maybe 30 inches, something like that. Here we go. 12.5 inches by 1 yard. Okay. So it's a cling, kind of like, well, your window cling, except it's clear, right? You can cut it to size and place it on the back. So the thing that I love about it, and I wasn't prepared to kind of talk about that today, but I can show it in an upcoming video because I have been requested to do our Patchworks rulers to be able to show that to you. So we will show you how to back them with Invisigrip. The thing that I like about it is that it is on the entire width of the ruler, so you don't have any rocking action happening. Okay, because when you have that rocking action happen, then sometimes you can make an inaccurate cut. The other thing that I like about it is that it's clear, so you can totally see through it and it's not going to impede your view. If you have felt pads or sand dots, then you can't see where your fabric is underneath there, right? And then the other thing that I like about it is that if it gets, if it detaches from your ruler, then you're going to end up with a bunch of, and like, let's say you have some fuzz underneath it. You're able to extend its life by hitting it with some Windex, and then it re-stickifies. And yes, I know that's a very technical term, but in order to reactivate the cling, you just hit it with some Windex, and then it sticks back to your ruler. So that will also work on your window clings if you did not know that. So, and no, I do not have stock in SC Johnson wax, but they are a Wisconsin company. So that is why I like the Invisigrip, and this is $9.69. The other thing is that let's say you're using a template ruler, something like Hexenmore or Super Sidekick by Jaybird. What you can do if you wanted to temporarily use it, but not commit all of your Invisigrip to it, you can put it on the back of that, and then you can peel it off, hit it with some Windex, and then apply it to the back of a different ruler if you're trying to be a little bit more economical to share the love. Okay. I probably talked really long on that.
Teresa says that sounds like a fabulous notion too.
It might be her favorite now too. So any other questions?
No.
All right. So Tammy, do we have any names?
Oh my gosh. So many names.
So many names. I'm so excited. Maybe Teresa will win. You just never know. Okay, so Teresa's not in here, is she?
No.
Okay, so sorry, Teresa. Okay, so we have two prizes. We have the June Taylor Log Cabin Mug Mat, and we will be posting when that is back in stock because it is super fun. And I think we need to make up a few different holiday variations so we can have fun holiday things. Maybe we even need to make some with gnomes. And then we have the super cool Shannon Making the World a Softer Place with 5 purple sweet strips. And we do know that purple is Wisconsin's favorite color. So think lucky, cross your fingers and toes, hold your thumbs.
Which one are you doing first?
we are doing, thank you so much, Frank. We are doing the June Taylor Quilt As You Go mug mat first. Think lucky. Think lucky. All right, I'm digging to the bottom. And I got one name. Sherry, congratulations. You won a mug mat. And our Shannon Cuddle Sweet Strips. Think lucky, everyone. Linda, congratulations. Let us know, Linda, if we need to ship that to you. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. So we go live every Thursday night, and I will be with you also next Tuesday evening from my sewing room. We are going to be talking about the Butterfly Quilt 2.0, and then open for all of your fun, different questions.
Oh, which Linda?
Linda Danforth.
Linda.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sherry
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
She says pick a different name as she already has one.
Okay. All right. Who another winner.
Did they hear me?
So you can send Sherry all of your hearts so that you have another winner. Oh, Gail. Congratulations, Gail. You are the winner of a fun mug mat, and I know you will put it to good use. All right. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight. I appreciate all of your views and likes and shares. Make sure to follow us on YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are 59 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. So hop on over to our YouTube channel and make sure you sign up because, well, we just want to have over 1,000 subscribers. So thank you so much. Happy quilting, and we'll see you soon.